Conservation in the classroom has brought awareness to both students like us for quail and terrapin and how we can learn to raise them and set them free for their future.
Conservation in the classroom to me has meant getting a new experience I never thought I would ever have.
A lot of my friends have told me about really feeling connected with the animals that are all around this classroom. As you can see, right, not just quail, there's turtles and terrapin, and there's the trout. And I feel like just having animals in the classroom makes it so much more interesting.
The conservation in the classroom programs, especially the trout in the classroom programs, have worked incredibly well with our environmental science curriculum.
So, for example, the trout that we gave a Head Start program to, we were able to observe how dangerous nitrate could be to aquatic populations.
The trout here have helped us learn about indicator species throughout the year.
Conservation in the classroom has inspired me to work with organizations like Save Coastal Wildlife to help protect and feel more connected with native species in my community.
Conservation in the classroom has really empowered me to be more careful and care more about the endangered species that from our local town, because conservation in the classroom has really shown me that I can make a difference in helping them.
I feel like it's much better than just handing a student a textbook and giving them, just telling them to read it, so they only have like a vague understanding of the topic.
Also, I think it really helped me learn about the environment and ecosystem services.
This learning experience was authentic. Not only did we have wildlife in the classroom, but we got to have hands-on experience and go on various field trips. We did various assignments like measuring the terrapins, trout observation, and my personal favorite, rotating the quail eggs.
Our favorite animal is the bobwhite quail. The conservation in the classroom program has been a fun experience to learn about, and the authentic learning experience that Mr. Ritter has brought us for, because not many teachers have done animals in the classroom, so this is a one-of-a-kind class.
I think a program that really stuck out to me personally was Quail in the Classroom. I really enjoyed interacting with the animals in general and handling them, holding them as well. I thought it was really cool seeing kids come in for Take Your Kid to Work Day as well and seeing them play with them.
When we released our quail, I learned that quail actually eat the ticks off of deer, and ticks are a pest that can carry Lyme disease, and they're really beneficial to the ecosystem.
You often learn about different biological and ecological processes, but you never get to really observe them. Whereas when you have the animals and you see them from their birth all the way till their release, you can see all these processes in action, and it's really cool to really observe them.
After having raised and taken care of multiple different endangered species, we now have a greater understanding of the importance of fostering biodiversity.
We're part of the 23 class of ACEs, and out of all the animals we have in the classroom, our favorite are the terrapins.
The animal that we had a closest personal connection with the most was the terrapins.
This is Squirtle. He's my favorite turtle. He's right now probably the smallest one. We have 5 turtles.
The terrapins in the classroom gave us a more immersive learning experience, and it also raised ecological value because it helped us as students, and it helped the terrapins as an endangered species.
The reason why the terrapins are my favorite is because they were the first animals introduced into our class, and when we first got them, they were about the size of a recorder, and now they're the size of an iPhone, which is pretty cool to see.
And so by being able to have them in our classroom, we're learning about what we're doing to the planet and how we can help to give back.
And not only were we able to read about them, we were able to experience the growing and developing process and the struggles of raising and nurturing the terrapins.
We also got to learn about just teamwork, because everyone in the classroom has a role in keeping the animals safe and alive, and I just can't wait to release them, but it's going to be sad to say goodbye to them.
We were able to hold and play with them throughout every class we were able to be in, and honestly that's an experience we will never forget.
Because we've raised these animals throughout their entire life cycles, I've gained a greater understanding of biodiversity and how important it is, and that's inspired me to put bird feeders in my backyard to help give animals more food sources.
Hi, I'm Ella.
I'm Bridget. And I'm Reese.
And we're 3 seniors here at the high school who just completed our senior project on creating a pollinator garden as an extension of conservation in the classroom to help improve biodiversity at our school, and also to continue our club that we run called Layers for Wildlife.
Creating this pollinator garden has meant a lot to us because we've been able to see how we've made a positive impact on the ecosystem at SPF. And since we've started this, we've already seen more insects, bees, and birds all around.
I would say it was a really unique experience to kind of get our hands dirty and do it
ourselves. It gave us a personal connection to the ecosystem around us, and I'm excited to see our pollinator grow and hopefully plant more in the future after we graduate.
These programs definitely raised awareness. I learned all about endangered species such as quail and terrapins and why they have so much value on our ecosystems. The program made me feel more connected with the environment and more engaged in the class, and it helped me realize I want to go into environmental science.
I think all the programs stood out to me because conservation brought so much life and joy to the class.
Nature's always been something that's been important to me, and I've always wanted to help the environment, but a lot of the time I feel like it's been almost a foreign concept to me, or something that has been a thought experiment that can actually do. Having nature and wildlife in the classroom, though, has made that a lot more accessible to me, the idea of conservation.
To me, the conservation in the classroom programs have been an opportunity for me to have autonomy in my local environment and community, and have increased my desire for environmental stewardship.
Yeah, conservation in the classroom has really been an opportunity for me to feel like I have a difference in such a big issue where a lot of species are disappearing really fast, and it's sort of something that makes you think that you have no effect on. And programs like the terrapins and the trout and the quail really make you feel like you can make a difference and can help these species flourish in the future.
In releasing the animals like terrapins, I felt empowered to enhance the local biodiversity, as we help them survive and grow on their own until it's time for their release. And it really changed my perspective of wildlife.
The animals in the classroom was definitely an authentic learning experience, because by having them here with us, we learned more about them than we ever could by studying them through a textbook or through a computer screen.
I personally loved having conservation in the classroom programs because they really added to the class atmosphere and gave us a first-hand experience with wildlife.
Having the release days as well, where we actually get to go in the wild and maybe almost spend more time with the animals in a different light, I think is also very helpful and makes it for a much more authentic experience than just reading them from a book, like you said.
Because when I walk out of this classroom every day, I can say that I was just holding a chicken, or I was just like talking, I was just like holding a turtle. And it's like, that's not something I ever would have done before. And so not only did this open my mind to the reality that many endangered species face, but it also did it in a way that was not just authentic, but meaningful to not just me, but also my peers who, this is a subject that we often discuss, right? It made high school so not just something that we go to every day, but a place that there's animals here, right? It's a place to be, you know?